Greetings, I'm Jed Shlackman. I work as a holistic counselor, spiritual energy healer, and hypnotherapist, and I'm also an author. For this video, I'll be reading a chapter from my book, Consciousness, Creation, and Existence, A Guide to the Grand Adventure. The book is available on Amazon, both in hard copy and ebook formats. In this video, we're going to be going through chapter 15. So without further ado, let's proceed. The chapter starts with a quote from the Handbook for the New Paradigm, Volume 3, which states, "Unless a lesson is learned, it is likely to be repeated until it is discerned." Examples of vibrational attraction. Vibrational attractions observed in animal behavior. Animal behavior is far more predictable than human behavior. Animals function more with a group consciousness or species consciousness pattern than humans, and the vibrational pattern of animals are pretty consistent. Animals follow migratory patterns and instinctive patterns of hunting, mating, and caring for their young. Humans show much diversity in these respects due to the individualization of consciousness and differentiation of cultures and subcultures. Animals, however, are responding to vibratory information with limited potential for reprogramming this information to generate different vibrational patterns. Animal behaviors can often be easily manipulated through behavior modification techniques, since animals have less internal control over how they respond to external influences. Since there is little vibrational difference between animals within a species, animals readily display a quote-unquote herd mentality. Animals are quite limited in terms of being able to deliberately choose their intentions, as their paths of experience serve a different purpose than the human path for spiritual experience. When animals are domesticated by humans, they tend to become more individuated in their pattern of consciousness as they entrain to their human companions. Humans exist in a world with animals and plants, so learning to live in harmony with nature and other beings is part of our Earth experience. Humans can influence animals by managing their own vibrational patterns, as animals are typically quite sensitive to vibrational energies in their surroundings. Animals can sense the thoughts, feelings, and intentions of humans, which is why many dogs make excellent companions and guard their human owners. Examples of vibrational attraction in mass consciousness. In history, we can observe how groups of people are drawn into interactions and relationships with one another. America, for instance, is a country developed to a great extent by persons seeking religious and economic freedom from the conditions in lands where these people emigrated from. Subsequently, America itself has become active in subverting the religious and economic freedoms of other nations and peoples, as the vibration of escaping religious or economic persecution necessitates learning from both sides of the experience. Americans have given power to the same types of interests that have oppressed people in other areas of the world: aristocratic families, private banking interests, monopolistic corporations, and religious hierarchies. People who feel disempowered are often attracted to finding vicarious power in powerful people and institutions that are eager to exploit this role. Psychoanalyst Erich Fromm examined the patterns supporting the rise of fascism in Europe in his 1941 book Escape from Freedom, concluding that Americans could themselves be drawn into the same type of mass psychology. The vibration of power imbalance attracts the power mongers to play the role of power wielders for those who feel disempowered. Also drawn into the dynamic are those who have a victim role vibration. For example, since World War II, many Jews have been preoccupied with the Holocaust and fears of anti-Semitism, making this a large part of their psychological identity. Many of these persons remain blind to atrocities and crimes carried out by Jews against other people, since they are only willing to see Jews as the perpetual victims, rather than adopting a more balanced perspective that empathizes with suffering and injustice associated with anyone. All these vibratory patterns are attracted together to play roles for consciousness to fully explore and balance itself. The closer one's vibration comes toward a point of balance, the less that individual will experience attractions with stark polarizations. With a physical body on Earth, there is always some degree of interaction with the vibratory patterns of Earth experience. Yet as one's vibration shifts, the persons whom that individual are most connected to will inevitably shift. This concludes chapter 15. Again, the title of the book is Consciousness, Creation, and Existence, A Guide to the Grand Adventure. For those that are interested in spirituality and holistic healing, I invite you to visit my website, phinsights.com. That's spelled PHINSIGHTS.com. For now, I wish everyone a wonderful day. Namaste.